Triton Nation, a season rivalry back in the Jack, a home conference matchup for the Iowa Central Tritons head into this one as a 9th-ranked team in the nation, taking on the 6th-ranked team in the nation in the Kirkwood Eagles. Another wonderful day in Hodges Field House, Fort Dode, Iowa. I'm Hank Ambrose with you for the conference rivalry tonight of the Blue Water. Oh my gosh, it's going to be another wonderful matchup tonight for the conference rivalry. Expect this series tonight to go all 5 sets. I wouldn't expect anything less than that. Both of these teams have had only one conference matchup on the season so far. Both of them have swept their conference rivals. Like I said, Kirkwood head into this matchup with a 9-1 record. Iowa Central Tritons head into this one with a 10-1 record. And, you know, despite that, Triton's still a deeper seed at number 9 rather than number 6 like what Kirkwood has. Going through some of the stats in just a little bit. But first, let's go ahead and give you those starting lineups, beginning with the Iowa Central Triton starting side. Number 1, Maya McLean of Fort Dode, Iowa. The number 2, Olivia Sturgis of Manson, Iowa. The number 3, Mercedes Madlock of Bonner Springs, Kansas. The number 8 will be Nono Kiaku out of Campinas, Sao Paulo. Emma Bilheimer out of Olathe, Kansas. The number 13, Natalie Hagedorn out of Walnut, Iowa. And the number 14, Araya Garrison out of Springfield, Illinois. That's over on the Iowa Central Tritons side. And over on the Kirkwood Eagles side, they'll have the starting lineups of the number 3, Lily Van Severen. The number 5, Ava Morris. Number 7, Emma Cross. The number 8, Michaela Howard. Number 10, Sophie Gaffney. Number 11, Sydney Matthias. And number 14, Alyssa Tegler. It's white out in the student section. If you're watching back from your dorm here on Iowa Central or from around the local area, I suggest you come in. Just know when you do come in that the west side doors are down to Hodges Field House under construction, so you're going to have to make your way over on the east side to make it into Hodges Field House. Wonderful day to be a Triton. Tritons, like I said, all white in the student section, all white down on the floor. Triton starting off on the right side of your screen. Kirkwood starting off on the left side of your screen in the very, very dark blue. Like I said, even though that this is the Blue Water Delta rivalry, it's still a mix of white and black tonight. Going to be a wonderful matchup. If you just joined us, I'm Hank Ambrose. One of these teams have to go down. One of these teams has to be 1-1 in conference play. Who it'll be, we'll find out. What I'm assuming going to be after 5. Iowa Central Tritons improved to 10-1 on the season after defeating Southeastern in 3 matches, 30-28, 25-23, and 25-23. That was when I was last with you on August 30th. Tritons then added 5 more W's to the win column this past week, including going 4-0 at their home tournament, Iowa Central Invitational, from the 1st of September through the 2nd, defeating Neosho 3-1, Central of Columbus 3-1, Illinois Central 3-1, and Bismarck State College 3-0. Tritons moved up 2 spots in the NJCAA national rankings, like I said already, to number 9. Tritons starting off with their number 3, Mercedes Madlock, instead of going for their star Librero. Let's see how it goes. Already a rough start for Kirkwood. A battle from 1-2-3 and an error on their side. Going to start 1-0. Tritons get point number 1. Now that's very interesting because last time we were home for a conference matchup against Southeastern, Triton swept Southeastern. However, they did not get the opening point in either 3 of those sets. And there you see another error, too far wide, outside the box, 2-0. Tritons with a comfortable 2-0 lead. They're going to just keep on serving with Mercedes Madlock down on the floor. Overhead serve, and that one, nearly an ace. Oh, so close to being an ace, just in front of the palm. But the number 7 that time, Emma Cross out of Waukee, Iowa, did a good enough job to keep it batted up, and it went off the shin of the 11, Sydney Matthias. Here we go. It's 3-0. And a loud Hodges Field House on Iowa Central Campus in Fort Dode, Iowa. Here's the setup and the throw down. A heavy score from the number 5. That time, that's Ava Morris of DeWitt, Iowa. Looking at Ava Morris's stats on the season, 43 total kills. That's good enough for 4th on the team. and her kill per set percentage is a 2.26, also good for 4th on the team. Look out for Ava Morris all night long on the Kirkwood side. There she goes again, almost picking up her second kill for Kirkwood on the day. 3-1, make that 3-2. Kirkwood gets another point awarded to their side. And Tritons starting to crumble. Serving for Kirkwood is the number 8, Michaela Howard of Clinton, Iowa. One thing I would like to see more of from Iowa Central, and we saw it within the first 3 serves already, are more aces. I think I counted just 5, maybe 6 against Southeastern in their home conference opener. That's something I'd love to see them improve on as the season goes. We're still early. Both these teams just crossed into double digits for total matches plays. Oh, here's that outer edge, a Triton staple, and it's going to land hitting the libero right on the palm. That's another Triton point. They take it right back, headed to the serve line. Going to be the number 13, Natalie Hagedorn. Hagedorn for the Iowa Central Tritons. Going to serve it too far up and over that time. I was about to announce 19 kills on the season. Slower start for her, but she's been a wonderful rotational player. Made it into the starting lineup tonight for the Tritons. Now we're at 4-3 just in set number 1. If you just joined us, I'm Hank Ambrose with you all season long for Triton Conference Volleyball on Triton Nation's YouTube channel. And now the Tritons put up an error, their first of the contest. It's tied up at 4. Kirkwood with an opportunity to steal the lead. Continuing to serve is the number 3, Lily Van Severin of Davenport, Iowa. Van Severin up there in assists, one of the team leaders. That time couldn't get the ace on over, so it'll return to the Tritons. So far, Kirkwood has been their own worst enemy, and Tritons have capitalized off of it. It's 5-4. Here's that star libero going up and over. Here's a lollipop, more central, found an open floor, targeted it, and Olivia Benson just was not quick enough to get low down to save or get the dig. It's 5-5. Kirkwood lines back up for the serve. This time it'll be the 16, Andy Grimm of Osage, Iowa. You'll notice tonight a lot of these girls from Iowa. Not every school's like that. I remember reporting for Southeastern Community College in that matchup, as they were only like a third of their girls were from Iowa, only a third. Another error will return to the Tritons side. They'll have the 5 serve. Here comes Alexis Harachita, a Fort Dodge native. 6-5, a pop over. Really good low serves. I love the way that it just grazes over the net. Uh-oh. Got to have a save. Ricochet off the top net on the roof. Here we go. Outer edge. Slam. And that's going to get away from the 17, Olivia Benson. That's the second time tonight Olivia was set up with a really rough shot. And the second time that it got away from her. We get tied back up at 6 apiece. New server for Kirkwood. Here comes the 19, Maggie Leake of Fairfax. Maggie's opening serve goes up. Libero goes outer edge, off the palm, still in play. Got to go backhanded to keep it alive. Here comes volley number 3, down but out of bounds. Focusing on the power that time rather than the pinpoint accuracy is going to cost Nono Kiaku, who led the Tritons in kills in their first home conference matchup against Southeastern. Actually was the ICCAC Player of the Week in volleyball that week of the 30th. Oh, and a missed block. Missed block that time by Mercedes Madlock is going to end up on the Kirkwood side. And now they take their first 2-point lead. It's 8-6. The Eagles. Overhanded serve, setting up. They go central, and you know the 16 that time wasn't expecting it. Andy Grimm ends up firing into the Triton fan zone. Actually, athletic director of Iowa Central, Coach Twait, was over there to make that play. 8-7. Tritons with an opportunity to tie it back up. I told you we'll be neck and neck. And once again, I'll tell you, expect a 5-set night for the Iowa Central Tritons. Backed up, going high, Here's the return now from the 13. Wonderful roll. Tritons are going to take it to tie it back up at 8. We're going 25 apiece. First to 3 will win the conference matchup tonight. It's the first time these two paired up against each other on the season. And I'm going to say this from an advantage standpoint, and this has been how it has been for the past few years now. Kirkwood actually plays more weekend tournaments to open up the season. Iowa Central plays more one-on-one tournaments. For instance, the majority of Kirkwood's wins so far on the season, out of the 9 they have, the 6 that they have been during weekend tournaments. Comparing that to the Tritons just 4 of their wins out of their 10. Here we go. It's 9-8. Volley up. Alley-oop. Sent down. Nothing. Tritons, here comes the return on the outer edge, and didn't get any air that time from the 13. That's Natalie Hagedorn, and ended up right into the net. Oh, and actually they're going to challenge. It's going to they're going to call for them hitting the net. That's too bad. That should have been a gimme for Kirkwood, but just being at the right place, wrong time, floor awareness, gonna get them. So, score correction, we go 9-9. Tied up, Tritons with the serve. They sent it back down, blocked by the 14. That's Araya Garrison, who led the Tritons the last time you heard from me in their home conference opener. In blocks, she just did it again there for her first of the night. 10-9, Tritons take the lead back. Here comes a 4-score run. Outer edge to 8, just a pop over. No power. They'll go central. Pop over from the Tritons as well. Back to playing conservative. Outer edge. Here's that power kill. That's going to get away from Iowa Central. Matea Cunningham. And that's the first time I've seen her on the season. She'll be subbed back out. And a return all over the floor. It's 11. No, it's. They're saying 11-9. Should be 10-10, I believe. And Kirkwood's coming over to talk about it. You can see over there with the scorekeepers as well as the central judge. Hang on, let's see. Let's see what if they change it or if they keep it or what's going on here. Well, our scoreboard's going to continue to say 11-9 in person, so we'll keep it like that up in the booth as well. 11-9, the outer edge on the near side. Wow, what a block that was, awarded to Kirkwood. In an unfortunate call against Iowa Central. That time they're saying a double hit against Garrison will lead to another Kirkwood score. It's 11-10. Tritons up by 1. Here's the road to 15. Outer edge. Oh, man, that was a little too far of a outlook pass. Going back. Ends up out of bounds. Going down low. Got to send it over. Not enough gusto to do so. Van Severin going to cost Kirkwood a score there, and now it's 12-10. And Coach Horn calls for some subs. Here comes a serve from Mercedes Madlock. This is going to be her second rotational serve we've seen from her tonight so far. The first Triton to get 2 serves. And she tries to place it in the corner. They give it to her. Oh, man. Must have been right on the line. Super close. And the Tritons, they like that call, giving a big clap to the judges there. Makes it 13-10. We're in set number 1. And Madlock is going to take her time. And check out the spread from Kirkwood. Look how heavy they are on the weak side of the field, the top left of your screen. 4 crowded over there from Kirkwood. I think that's just a poor judgment call from their head coach over there, who's now going to call a timeout. Let's take one with them. We'll be right back with Iowa Central Volleyball right here on Triton Nation.
CNOS is proud to be your orthopedic and sports medicine providers.
You can visit our clinic knowing you will receive the best orthopedic care in the area.
Located at Unity Point, we offer quality care to address any bone or joint problems.
We are committed to providing the best possible care to the communities we serve.
CNOS, proud sponsors of the Iowa Central Tritons.
Go Tritons!
We're CJ Bio, In 2012, we opened the only biomanufacturing plant in North America right here in Fort Dodge. Now employing over 200 people in the local area, we've had amazing success in lysine production as an environmentally friendly animal feed. And just as important as our business has been the warm welcome of the Fort Dodge community. We here at CJ Bio want to thank the people in the city of Fort Dodge for giving us the best of all things, a wonderful home. CJ Bio, amazing people, amazing community.
Triton Nation, we return on the YouTube channel. Thanks for joining us today. And thank you to our wonderful sponsors for bringing you the coverage for the play-by-play opportunity here tonight. CJ Bio, Rash Construction, Mark's Auto Mart, CNOS, as well as Availabank. Thank you for sponsoring the broadcast. They'll be with us all season long. Tritons coming out of a Kirkwood timeout. It's 14-10. Some poor adjustments around this 10 mark has led the Tritons to go on a 3-win streak of points. What a save! The setup on the near edge. Wow, look at the power there. Tried to block it. That's going to go off the chin of the 13, Natalie Hagedorn. But, yeah, like I said, Kirkwood, and, maybe that's what they're trying to do. Maybe they're just trying to get in the heads of Iowa Central. It's not really working out, in my opinion. All of the volleys have gone in favor of Iowa Central. The longest streak we've seen so far has been 5 awarded to Kirkwood. What a dig there by the 3, Lilias Van Severen. Way up there in the nets. Yeah, that's too hard to judge. And No-No's not happy with the way that fell. And you gotta take that into factor when you play into shallow floors like this. That makes it 14-12. 14-12. Here we go with the 8. Michaela Howard. She'll go over. Someone call it out. Communication is starting to fall for Iowa Central. Girls got to start talking to each other. That's unlike Iowa Central, and specifically unlike the Triton volleyball team. They're some of the best communicators of all athletics here at Iowa Central and have been since my tenure. 14-13. Going over. Off the chest. Still in play. The overside. No. Blocked, but they're ruled out of bounds. Last touched by the 11, Sydney Matthias. That makes it 15-13. The Tritons will sit up to serve. Here comes Natalie Hagedorn, who will go over. Hagedorn missed out on her serve from earlier. Wow, look at that seep through the hands of the 2-wall. Between 9 and 14, Emma Billheimer and Araya Garrison. It's 15-14 now, and you know what that I realize is we haven't been calling Billheimer too much in this contest. Maybe we'll get her set up soon. She is the lefty on this varsity lineup for the Iowa Central Tritons. Sent over and out of bounds. 16-14. 16-14. This is where the true competitiveness comes down to the wire. Tritons sub their starters back on the floor, including Olivia Benson. McLean. They'll go outer edge to that far side. Wow, backhanded, no-looker save. There's that lefty. Billheimer couldn't get the kill there. She'll set up for a block. No one's there to work around the Tritons, and that falls in front of Mercedes Madlock. And Madlock looks to be bruised up, falling on her right side. She's tough. She'll stay in. 16-15 Tritons hold the lead, but they just gave up the serve. It's going back to 16 Addie Grimm. Addie Grimm, see her serve. A 3-step power serve goes over. Nice save by Madlock. Sent down. Wow, going way, way, way back. No communication makes them fall. And now it's 17-15. I'm beginning to think that it's not that these girls are poor at communicating, but it's more so that it's getting so loud in here. We are packed on the Triton home side, and a good attendance over on the way side there too. As you can see on your screen, it's 17-15. Going over, nice dig, set up on the outer edge, going up, and it gets through the palm of Mercedes Madlock. That Triton front defense, whether they've sent 1, 2, or 3, has not been executing like they normally do tonight. That's been the primary last 10 scored from Kirkwood, that front defense. And that's where it starts, just like in football. The front 5, the front 3 for volleyball, and the front 3 as well for soccer. The near edge this time, and that looks out of bounds. And yes, they will award it over to Kirkwood. We're tied back up at 17. Tritons are falling apart. They need a defensive stand. Kirkwood's looking to match their 5 streak right here. Going over. Volley save. They'll just swish it over. Nice redemption. Back to the line. Central. Near corner. There you go. A score from Iowa Central. Right as Kirkwood was near to set up with 5 scores in a row. Tritons stop it with a perfect pass to the corner. It's now 18-17. 18-17. Here's a serve from Nono. Kyaku. Kyaku's serve. Too far over. She's been a little off to begin in this first set. 18 apiece. And, you know, from what I'm looking at down on the floor, it looks like it's starting to affect her a little bit. Giving some slaps. 18-18. Here's Alyssa Tegler with a serve going over. That goes straight to Nono, setting up on the far edge. Wow, thunderous. What a kill there from the 2. That's Olivia Sturgis of Manson, Iowa. That is just in the backyard of Fort Dodge, Iowa. Not too far away from here. About a 20-30-minute drive. Another local kid, a part of this Iowa Central volleyball team. It's 19-18. Here's the first serve from Matea Cunningham. Cunningham with a good spot. She'll go deep central. And now denied by 2 right at the front net. Like I said, it's about that first fence. Tritons, one more to get it over. Look at all the power. Central, a 1 return. We're at a volley 5. Here comes a volley 6. Volley 7 in contention. No one's there to keep it alive. And it falls right on the Iowa Central C. It's 19-19. 19-19. Kirkwood could take the lead here. Got to play to the very end. Can't give up. Served by the 11. Sydney Matthias. Go up. Oh, look at that. No looker. Now that was something. I didn't even have time to react to see who that was. I think it was the 13 Hagedorn, but it got away from me so quick. Good on Kirkwood for getting the save and paying attention. It's 2019. Kirkwood has their first lead since maxing at 11 when it was 11-10. 2019. Kirkwood goes up, crosses the top line. Goodson. Oh, look how close it got down to low. Gonna need a conservative serve over. And here we go with the return. Way too high up. No save. And that falls right in front of the feet of the coaching staff on Kirkwood's side. It's now tied up at 20. 20-20. Tritons could take the lead back. Madlock stays on the outer edge line. Just a wrong way there. Mercedes. Just a slip up, and those are very costly, especially when we're up in the 20s now. It's 21-20. Kirkwood leads. Now look how far back the 8 goes. Michaela Howard with her serve. Now she'll just do 3 steps, but she keeps it all the way back near the out of bounds of where basketball would be played. Look at that return from the 13, Natalie Hagedorn, who's been the player of the set so far. She could put Kirkwood away if she wants to go for the first ace in the set. Still yet to see that. 21-21. Hagedorn serves up. Perfect placement. Goes up. Outer edge. Far side. Deep. Got to dive for it. Can't get there in time. It's going back to Kirkwood. 22-21. 22-21. If you just joined us, this is conference matchup number 2 on the season for Iowa Central and Kirkwood. but the first time that these two are pairing up against each other on the 23 season. Here comes a return from the lefty, Bill Heimer, back up towards the IC central piece of the floor. Wow, look at that block there from Garrison. Garrison gets it around. Garrison gets a score for Iowa Central. 2-2 apiece, 22 all. On the serve will be Maya McLean. They go heavy on the weak side over for Kirkwood. Serving over. The return is out of bounds. Great look. No, they give it to Kirkwood. I jump ahead of myself. Oh, man, that was awfully close. They do give it to Kirkwood and say it was right on the line. 23-22. Just like in all sports, it's the little things that can give you the victory, and that might give the victory to Kirkwood. Tritons got to come up in this final three. Oh, man. 1, 2, got a return. There it is. And a score for Iowa Central. Violation at the net. It's 23 apiece. Here comes some subs. In to serve, Alexis Herachita. Neither of these teams have had an ace. I take that back. Since that last one stayed in bounds, that was the first ace we saw over on the Kirkwood side, which belongs to the 7, Emma Cross. And hang on now. Looks like we got a wet spot on the floor. Need to clean up. As this is broadcast number 3 today on Triton Nation's YouTube channel. We're covering all Triton home athletics live. Tune in anytime. 23-23. The spot's been cleaned up. Kirkwood's going to stay heavy on that far side. No one boxed to the near side corner. Here comes Herachita on over. They go near edge this time. Wow. Block denied by Garrison. Setting up central. Oh, tough spot to return. Really nice job to keep the play alive by No-No. Turning back. Goes up. Oh, man. What a save. Maya McLean with a windmill. Blocked. Oh, but it ends up on the Triton side right behind Mercedes Madlock. 24-23. We're at set point, and Coach Horn's going to call for her first timeout. Let's keep it right here for right now. I've still got some of the key stats to run over with you. I want to begin with digs. Digs are one of the biggest things that stick out to me. So Tritons have played just one more match on the season, but comparing them to Kirkwood, they have 691 digs on the season comparing to 573. That is a near 120 dig difference in just one match. Just one match. That is a big one right there. In solo blocks, I believe this is a big one as well. Kirkwood is 26 on the season. Iowa Central has 17, which fares really well for both of them. But you can still see a difference when comparing 26 to 17. Block assist, though, this is really interesting. Both of them dead on at 136. So obviously the double team is something very fundamental when the Tritons and Kirkwood see the returns coming back at them, at receiving the returns. And obviously a lot of times they come from those doubles. Otherwise, that's just, what, a fifth of the time they end up with solo blocks when they end up completed on them. Here we go, back to return to play. Those were just some of the notable stats for you. I'll have more of them for you for the rest of the broadcast. It's 24-23. This is set point for Kirkwood. They'll elect for the 19 to serve. Here's Maggie Leake. And a big spot here. Fundamental. Going over. Save, going central, back outside, and it lands fair. Bullseye. That's going to be 25-23. The first set belongs to Kirkwood. We're going to switch sides and be right back to resume right after this. It's the first to 3 from 25. Big conference rivalry for the Big Blue Delta. Iowa Central Tritons against Kirkwood on Triton Nation.
We're CJ Bio. In 2012, we opened the only biomanufacturing plant in North America right here in Fort Dodge. Now employing over 200 people in the local area, we've had amazing success in licensing production as an environmentally friendly animal feed. And just as important as our business has been the warm welcome of the Fort Dodge community. We here at CJ Bio want to thank the people in the city of Fort Dodge for giving us the best of all things, a wonderful home. CJ Bio, amazing people, amazing community.
CNOS is proud to be your orthopedic and sports medicine providers.
You can visit our clinic knowing you will receive the best orthopedic care in the area.
Located at Unity Point, we offer quality care to address any bone or joint problems.
We are committed to providing the best possible care to the communities we serve.
CNOS, proud sponsors of the Iowa Central Tritons.
Go Tritons!
Triton Nation, we're back to it. Volleyball fans, we got an instant classic ready for you tonight. Kirkwood just took set number one, 25-23, after the Tritons had the lead for the majority of the time. Tritons went up 3-0 early on, and it was only in 4 places that Kirkwood had the lead, but all that matters is when you have the lead at 25. That's how they took set number one. Tritons looked really, really well, even though they lost set number one. I do think that Iowa Central played better in that first set. Now they've switched sides. Shouldn't play into any sort of factor. About to get ready to go. We're in Hodges Field House, located on Iowa Central campus in Fort Dodge, Iowa. Come out and support the Iowa Central Tritons and wear white as well. It's white out in the student section. Tritons wearing their white uniform sets tonight. Kirkwood wearing a very dark blue. I think some may say a black, but I'm going to keep it a very dark blue because it's the Big Blue Delta rivalry between the Iowa Central Tritons and the Kirkwood Eagles. 20 seconds remain in this break, and we're jamming out to the Black Eyed Peas and Katy Perry down in the student section as well. Been a good night of volleyball so far. I'd like to thank our broadcast sponsors for being with us tonight and all season long. Thank you to the folks at CJ Bio, Rash Construction, Mark's Auto Mart, CNOS, and Avela Bank. Here we go. Triton's going to begin with the numbers from Maya McLean. Also on the floor will be Mercedes Madlock, Emma Billheimer. They'll start with No-No as well as Araya Garrison and Natalie Hagedorn. That's your starting 7 to begin set number 2 for the Tritons. Kirkwood, however, does get to start with the opening serve of set number 2. Here's the setup. They'll go inside. Garrison, right off the chin. Welcome to volleyball. And that went off of Mercedes Madlock. I think that's the second time that she got bopped right on the chin. Like I said, the first time she did, she's tough, she'll stay in. It's 1-0, opening up the set. No gets the opening touch. They'll throw down with Hagedorn. Hagedorn returns outside. They move to the near side. Iowa Central wearing white, Kirkwood wearing the very dark blue. It's 1-1 now, tied back up. Let's see who they elect first to serve. Did not go to Iowa Central? It didn't. It went to Kirkwood. 2-0. A correction here from myself in the booth. 2-0. Here's lefty Billheimer with a lob. Setting up Central. Denied at the net. There's that first score for Iowa Central. 2-1. 2-1. And they will send over Hagedorn for the opening serve of Iowa Central in set number 2. Hang on now, we got to switch out the balls. Look how large the Triton side is. Actually can't even fit on our entire screen over there. The serve goes up, gets sent down. Madlock sets up no with a power slam. What a dig there by the 3, Van Severin. Mercedes will set up Garrison now. We're in on a rally. 5 goes over. Here comes 6. If it gets over, and it does. In contention for 7, going into the stands. Caught by a Triton fan. I don't know who that would have been. It makes it 3-1. It actually, you know what? Those are Dodger volleyball players out of Fort Dodge Senior High. That was Macy Brown, who's the star libero of the Fort Dodge Dodgers, who caught that last ball headed out of bounds. It's 3-1. We'll go up, and the ball will come down. Blocked by Garrison and Billheimer. And that stung Billheimer. You saw it there. She held her hand. Wow. What a deny right at the net. It's 3-2. Here comes the libero, Maya McLean. Maya's going to serve from the weak side of the court. She'll get it on up. Oh, man. Maya then came from her serving position all the way down to just 3 feet away from the net, and still not close enough to the net to save that last one with a dig. It's 4-2. 4-2, Kirkwood leads. Here comes their libero with Lily Van Severin. Van Severin goes up. Oh, look at that pinpoint dart just right in the corner from the 2, Olivia Sturgis. 4-3. I got to say, these teams are matched up really well balanced physically. I don't think there's necessarily anyone that both teams have very tall athletes, but when paired up one-on-one against each other, I don't think there's much of a difference. On the far end, sent down. Wow, look at that dig. Didn't even need another Triton to assist her on it, and denied. Oh, given to Kirkwood. You know, in those raffle situations, when the Tritons have thrown up a double block and Kirkwood has came back on to return, Tritons haven't gotten a single point from a headed out of bounds like that, and usually we'll get some leniency where the ball will go out of bounds. They'll say it actually ricocheted off the hand of whoever was last on the block, but no. Miscommunication from Iowa Central there. Got the early season jitters every now and then, and that's going to hurt. It's the first to 25. Gets a set into 3. As you can see, the Iowa Central Triton fans right there, down below in the white. Like I said, if you're watching from your dorm or watching from home and you're from around the local area, come by and wear white. Support the Iowa Central Tritons. It's white out for the student section. For Kirkwood, it's a very dark blue. 6-3. Kirkwood has the lead. And they'll continue their serve with Andy Grimm. Grimm goes up. A little lob over. Not a very physical drive. And when it does, it's going to be blocked. The 14 picks up a block. Alyssa Tegler. And now Coach Horn's going to call a timeout. Let's take a timeout with her. It is Iowa Central Volleyball and a be right back on Triton Nation.
CNOS is proud to be your orthopedic and sports medicine providers.
You can visit our clinic knowing you will receive the best orthopedic care in the area.
Located at Unity Point, we offer quality care to address any bone or joint problems.
We are committed to providing the best possible care to the communities we serve.
CNOS, proud sponsors of the Iowa Central Tritons.
Go Tritons!
We're CJ Bio. In 2012, we opened the only biomanufacturing plant in North America right here in Fort Dodge. Now employing over 200 people in the local area, we've had amazing success in lysine production as an environmentally friendly animal feed. And just as important as our business has been the warm welcome of the Fort Dodge community. We here at CJ Bio want to thank the people in the city of Fort Dodge for giving us the best of all things, a wonderful home. CJ Bio, amazing people, amazing community.
Triton Nation, Hank Ambrose back with you. I'd like to give some more love to our sponsors of the broadcast with us all season long. Thank you to CJ Bio, Rash Construction, Mark's Auto Mart, CNOS, and Avela Bank. They'll be with us all night, all season long for your Triton Nation broadcast. I'm Hank Ambrose. I'll be with you for your home conference matchups as we got a big one here, the Big Blue Delta rivalry. And we come out of Coach Horn's timeout with a point awarded to Kirkwood, 9-3. 9-3. It's a busy night for Iowa Central, to say the least. This, I would say, is by far their toughest opponent they've seen on the season so far. Tritons with a 7-match win streak. And this second set is not going for them. Not going for them in the slightest. That makes it 10-3. Tritons also going to be on a hiatus of home matches for a while. They're actually traveling to Illinois in the near future. As we return, that will go for the Tritons. There you go. That is score number 4 now. It's 10-4. They'll have Nono Kiaku set up for it. Tritons wearing the white. Kirkwood, the very dark blue. Here's a 3-step serve, goes over the net, and ricochets off the wrist of the 8. That's Michaela Howard it gets away from. It's now 10-5, excuse me. Makes it 10-5. No, we'll set up for another serve. By the way, that was the first ace the Tritons have put up all night long so far. Kirkwood only has 1 ace on their side as well. Backed up. Maya McLean, good job with the save there. Hagedorn, look at the power from Hagedorn. Bomb! Holy mackerel. Olivia Sturgis, if there has been any microwave on the Triton side in set number 2, it's been Olivia Sturgis. She's my player for the Tritons so far over on the home side. It's 10-6 now. Tritons have gone on and taken the last 3 scores. Keeping the serve. No, right in the face. Oh, it doesn't fall. And, you know, that face does not count as a double hit, so you saw there that 3 were around, so that is fair in contention. What a smack there that time by the 14. There goes Alyssa Tegler. And that'll make it 11-6. And now they'll send on 19. Maggie Leak. Another thing to mention that the Tritons have an advantage on, not just having the home floor tonight, but they also have a total of 8 more players on their lineup sheet rather than Kirkwood. 8 more. That'd be enough for a full another set. And again, the 2. Again, Sturgis. They're going to give her a little break, headed back to the bench to cheer on the Triton ladies. But a dominating force within the last 5 scores the Tritons have put on. Makes it 11-7. Here's a serve from the 29. This is Matea Cunningham. Cunningham gets it over. Michaela Howard will go far edge. And they'll call for the double hit there, saying she held. Got to be a quick dish. And can't hold. 12-7. That is the first assisted error that the Tritons have had in this second set. And I believe the first assisted error that they've had all match long. There goes Billheimer back in. So our hit the gritty before returning to the floor. 12-8. Tritons return to serve with Mercedes Madlock. Madlock goes up. Central. Oh, I love that. Kirkwood and Tritons really good at those fake assist dish. And now back. Oh, look at that save from Madlock this time. No. Power serve. Back near side. Goes up. Far edge for the kill. And gets away from Maya McLean. And a score awarded for Kirkwood. 13-8. 13-8. Into serve for Kirkwood. I believe this is Embertson. Just over the net. Skimmed it. going down low to Garrison. Garrison tries to put up a block, gets around her, and Tritons are nowhere to be found in that near left corner. 14-8, Kirkwood leads. And it's actually 11, Sydney Matthias it's serving. Puts it up. They'll go to the near right side this time. Oh, it went through her hand there. You see that happen in baseball and softball a lot where it says there's a hole in your hand, and that time it happened in volleyball. 14-9. Kirkwood leads. Triton serve. It's Hagedorn. All of Hagedorn's serves tonight have been awesome. Oh, got to get it over. Come on. There you go. No. Sends it back deep. They'll go inner edge and score. Out of bounds, hit off of Garrison. 15-9. Well, I think if you could break down this second set, most would say Tritons have been too aggressive on their blocks within the front three this second set, and a lack of communication in the back three. Been losing each other back there. 15-9. There you go, a nice step in. Bellheimer with a kill, assisted by Garrison. Let's get Bellheimer more involved. A lefty used in the varsity lineup very often. I haven't seen a single lefty on the Kirkwood side. Let's add that into factor. It's 15-10. And that one sails over for Maya McLean. It'll go back to Kirkwood. 16-10 now. 16-10. Coming up will be Lily Van Severen. Van Severen high. Off the net. Oh, just got to have a conservative return. They lost themselves again. Oh, back, and away. Too far out of reach from Benson. Makes it 17-10. It's been Kirkwood this entire second set. They have really came alive. Tritons need to be pushed down the hill. Get their legs running from underneath them. No. Central. Back tie. Oh. Here we go. Setting up far. No. Tried going central in the corner. Oh, finds a way to go way too outside for Kirkwood. Kirkwood with some poor passing from their back end will give the Tritons control of the serve. It's 17-11. Tritons down by 6. If you just joined us, welcome. I'm Hank Ambrose with you for conference volleyball. It's a Big Blue Delta rivalry matchup between Kirkwood and Iowa Central. Served over end. Back in. Here we go. Staying on the outer edge mostly all night long. And that's going to go off the hand of No, returning to Kirkwood. It's 18-11. 18-11. To serve is 16, Addie Grimm, Osage, Iowa. Oh, that went behind. Yeah, you know, I'd say that the Tritons are started to get shell-shocked, dig in their grave. Coach Horn sees it as well on the floor. She'll take a timeout to try to put some more pep in the Triton step. This is Conference ICCAC Volleyball, right here on your home of Triton Sports, Triton Nation.
CNOS is proud to be your orthopedic and sports medicine providers.
You can visit our clinic knowing you will receive the best orthopedic care in the area.
Located at Unity Point, we offer quality care to address any bone or joint problems.
We are committed to providing the best possible care to the communities we serve.
CNOS, proud sponsors of the Iowa Central Tritons.
Go Tritons!
We're CJ Bio. In 2012, we opened the only biomanufacturing plant in North America right here in Fort Dodge. Now employing over 200 people in the local area, we've had amazing success in lysine production as an environmentally friendly animal feed. And just as important as our business has been the warm welcome of the Fort Dodge community. We here at CJ Bio want to thank the people in the city of Fort Dodge for giving us the best of all things, a wonderful home. CJ Bio, amazing people, amazing community.
Triton Nation of all fans, if you're a fan of sports, this is a wonderful channel for you. Just go online, type in youtube.com/Triton Nation. It'll take us to all of your home streams for all sports here. We begin on a good note. A poor serve from the Kirkwood side will make it 19-12. Nono Kiaku coming out of Coach Horn's timeout. Trying to find a groove here. Tritons have been really down this set. Here's Kiaku, serve over. She'll go staying on the far side. How do you keep this in bounds? Oh, and they did. Great effort. And just denied at the front net again. Those Tritons can't do anything about the front three. It's just been dominating the second set. That puts Kirkwood at 20. 20-12. If you just joined us, this is ICCAC Conference Volleyball, and more importantly to Triton and Kirkwood fans, the Big Blue Delta rivalry. I'm Hank Ambrose with you for the matchup tonight. Sent down. Uh-oh. They'll go Central, backing up. The return. Back near side. There you go. Oh, and lost her footing that time. Harachita has the volleyball get away from her. That's too bad. They should come over and get that spot on the floor checked, and looks like we got a, I don't know if an injury or maybe got poked in the eye of Iowa Central. It's number 3 Mercedes Madlock getting checked out, and Coach Horn's talking with her. They'll have a trainer come over. Yeah, I think she just got poked in the eye. They'll have her sit for a moment. You know, Madlock, she's been thrown around like a rag doll a few times. She's been hit in the face a few times a night with a volleyball. She's fallen on the floor. She's definitely been a bruiser tonight, and it's good to have her get checked out here. Hopefully, I don't see any bleeding. But you never know. Looks like they will use something to check it out. Maybe just an eye issue there. They'll wipe it off. Well, 21-12 is the score. Like I said, Iowa Central is going to be going on a road trip sometime soon. They're going to be headed to Illinois, to John Wood, and then they'll eventually be at Iowa Lakes September 13th. From the 15th to the 16th, one of the bigger weekend tournaments on the season, the NDSCS tournament. Jamestown, MN State Community College and Tech, Bismarck State, as well as North Dakota Science is going to be there. That'll be a big one for the Dakotans. And what a wonderful life to have if you're an Iowa Central Triton athlete or involved in athletics. You get to travel the world, especially in the Midwest. Back to play. Tritons return with a hit too far out of bounds for Hagedorn. That'll make it 22-12, a 10-point lead, 10-point advantage for Kirkwood, and 3 away. We'll have the Eagles take set number 2. It's the first to 25, 3 times. And, can't do anything there. Tritons, you got to take those now for Iowa Central. They've had moments like that where Kirkwood has had an error, fall short on their side, but they just haven't responded well. 22-13. Here comes Matea Cunningham, a freshman out of Tolono, Illinois. It's 22-13. There's the whistle. Tritons are showing the pyramid look. Does that stay in? They mark it down. There you go. 22-14 now. Tritons add another to their tally. 22-14. And that was another really close one, but just right on that outer edge line. Here comes Cunningham with her second serve. over, stays in the middle of the floor, backed. Ooh, great save from No-No. Another great one from Madlock, who just returned. Are they saying that yeah, it's going back to Kirkwood. Saying it hit outside of the net and rolled in. 23-14. 23-14. No time in volleyball, remember that. It would just take a wonderful rally to come back into this one. Tritons go outside. Oh, keeping the play alive. Back, fall. Oh, man. One to serve. Oh, my gosh. Had to move the head out of the way that time of the Kirkwood side. Diving effort. Great dig. Tritons in a valley with Kirkwood, and there's a score. Medlock, who got injured just a few minutes ago, will get it on a return. And she'll now serve for Iowa Central. It's 23-15. (23-15). And a wet spot on the floor. Get that cleaned up. Two very heated rivals going back and forth against each other in the matchup tonight. Been a lot of movement on the floor and a lot of dives as well. And eventually that's going to cause for some wet spots on the floor as they're getting checked out right now. Kirkwood ranked at number 6 in the nation. Iowa Central ranked at number 9. Kirkwood is 9-1. Tritons are 10-1 on the season. A rivalry that's been going on for a very long time. Starts the 2023-2024 season. The home of the Tritons in Fort Dodge, Iowa. It's 23-15. Madlock goes over. Here goes the inside return. Back central. Near side. Edge. Stays with Kirkwood. And goes down. It's going to fall on the Triton side. Point awarded to Kirkwood. They're at set point. 24-15. 24-15, and sent on to get the match point will be Sydney Matthias of Fairbank, Iowa. Put over. On a string. Just a 1-2 combo will keep the Tritons in it for now. 24-16. 24-16. Tritons have Hagedorn in open left side of the floor. Kirkwood is shown all night long. Going short. Oh my gosh, what a save. And they're saying a hand went over the net. Violation at the net. So Tritons get awarded with the point. 24-17. Don't count the Tritons out. They've gone 3 in a row. They've gone 3 in a row. The longest streak tonight belongs to Kirkwood. 11. Back middle. Return. Oh, no. Not looking at it. She got it there on the last second return, and it's going to stay in contention in set number 2. 24-18. 24-18. Pressure's on Hagedorn. The Tritons serving back over. To the corner. Sent low in the pocket. Oh, got to get there to put it up. Tritons don't have anyone call it out, and that's set number 2. Final 25-17. It's the first to 3 at 25 per set. Kirkwood is up 2-0. We'll be right back for what could be the final set of tonight. For more ICCAC volleyball, you stay right here on your home of the Tritons on Triton Nation.
We're CJ Bio. In 2012, we opened the only biomanufacturing plant in North America right here in Fort Dodge. Now employing over 200 people in the local area, we've had amazing success in lysine production as an environmentally friendly animal feed. And just as important as our business has been the warm welcome of the Fort Dodge community. We here at CJ Bio want to thank the people in the city of Fort Dodge for giving us the best of all things, a wonderful home. CJ Bio, amazing people, amazing community.
CNOS is proud to be your orthopedic and sports medicine providers.
You can visit our clinic knowing you will receive the best orthopedic care in the area.
Located at Unity Point, we offer quality care to address any bone or joint problems.
We are committed to providing the best possible care to the communities we serve.
CNOS, proud sponsors of the Iowa Central Tritons.
Go Tritons!
Triton Nation, back to the coverage. I'm Hank Ambrose with you. 2 sets, Neil. It's Kirkwood that has had the lead all night long. The Big Blue Delta rivalry between the Kirkwood Eagles and the Iowa Central Tritons. It's been a tough road tonight for Iowa Central. And you know what? There's nothing to blame it on. I think Kirkwood simply has came here as the better team. I do believe that the Tritons have played better in the first set, but I think the second set, as usually does, proves, who is the stronger side, because there's always those pre-5 jitters and then the opening 10 jitters, and now it's a conference game, and that's 15, and then you have a rivalry. So the first set jitters, I think, are one thing, and I think Kirkwood really found their rhythm towards the end of set number 1, obviously getting the victory there. In set number 2, just complete dominance by them. Tritons begin this set with some subs on the floor. Leah Jolly of Springfield, Ohio takes the floor. Also in the starting 7 in set number 3 for the Tritons, Emma Billheimer, Mercedes Madlock out there with Natalie Hagedorn, Maya McLean, and finally Nono Kyaku. It's 2-0. Kirkwood leads. If you just joined us, I'm Hank Ambrose with you for the conference rivalry between the Iowa Central Tritons and the Kirkwood Eagles. It's been a busy day to be a Triton sports fan. Began with women's soccer today, moved over to men's soccer, and now we got volleyball tonight. That makes it 2-1. Tritons will have their first serve of the third set. Here comes Hagedorn to start us off. And if you didn't catch those soccer matches, oh my goodness. The women's matchup final score 16-0. 16-0. The Tritons won over Marshalltown Community College. Just phenomenal. And then in the men's matchup, they have finish of a draw 1-1. Back to the action, 2-2. Hagedorn goes up and over. Setting up at the Iowa Central logo head. Backed up high. We'll go far on the outside. Near getting away from him. No, pats it up. Here comes the return on the near side. Stay in play. We're tied up at 2 in set number 3. This rivalry runs deep. I wouldn't call the Tritons out of it just yet. Point awarded to Kirkwood. It's 3-2. That makes it 3-2. And a cleanup on the floor. 3-2. In Hodges Field House, if you're making your way over, keep in mind the west doors are closed right now, so you'll have to walk around to the east doors to make it into Hodges Field House. 3-2. Backed up to the logo head. Jolly. Nice placement there. Jolly with a nice block. Goes outside. Falls right in front of the net. Tritons tied up at 3. Return to serve. They'll have Maya McLean take back the floor. (3-3). She'll put it over. And Kirkwood continues their game plan. Tritons have switched theirs up a little bit. They've done a better job at spreading out this set so far. I feel like they were falling on top of each other in the first and second. On the line. Awarded to Iowa Central. They'll take their first lead of set number 3. It's 4-3. 4-3. Maya McLean serving for Iowa Central. Also on the floor, Olivia Benson is out there with Mercedes Madlock, Nono, Kyaku, Olivia Sturgis, and also Billheimer. And that's going to fall short of the net, so it'll go 4-4 back to Kirkwood. 4-4 back to Kirkwood. Here comes a 16, Addie Grimm, who didn't get the start tonight but has been involved with serving a whole lot. Each side still only has one ace I've accounted for. Just one. Grimm goes up. Set up from the middle. And they'll stay central. And a block. No, it goes out of bounds. So many times tonight we've seen a block occur right at the front 3. And it seemed like it kept falling in the Triton square. That time it got out. Thankfully, 5-4. I mean, if there was one thing that was falling for Kirkwood for sure on their side was those inbounds blocks. Here you go. Is that on the line? It is. Tied back up at 5. Wow. To have something like that, to hit it, you know, set up at about 8 o'clock from where the ball's coming in, and for it to rainbow over and to land right on the line like that, I mean, that's phenomenal. 5-5. Kirkwood serve. Set up on the outer edge. They'll go high, back middle. Inside, and a block for the Tritons. Tritons get the serve back 6-5. They also get the lead back. 6-5, then out to serve, Nono Kyaku. Also returning in the match, Alexis Herachita. A 3-step serve, overhand. Goes out of bounds, 6-6. And that is the second time tonight that Nono's serve had too much gusto on it. Here's Kirkwood. Oh, love that. The dish. I mean, it works so often, I feel like. And it also just looks so well. Great job there from Mercedes Madlock, who used her left arm that time to put it right where no Kirkwood Eagle was in the central part of their square. It's now 7-6. Going back up with the 29, Matea Cunningham. Back outside. Oh, my God. You see the aggression on the face there of Michaela Howard? She wanted it, didn't get it for her squad. She'll have another opportunity here. Another save from Herachita. Backed up. Here we go. Hagedorn. Is it on the line? It is. Tritons get it. It's now 7-6. There you go, Iowa Central. They'll continue their serve with Matea Cunningham. And that'll fall flat of the net. Tritons haven't had a problem serving all night, really. And now in this third set, we've seen 3 errors from the serve. Not a place to have it, especially knowing they're playing their best volleyball so far in this third set. It's 8-7. Tritons go inside. And a throwdown from Hagedorn. We'll get the serve in, point back towards their side. It's 9-7. Got some subs coming in. Bill Heimer will check in for Harachita. Also on the floor is Jolly, Hagedorn, Maya McLean, Mercedes Madlock, who's serving right now. And rounding out the 7 is Nono Kiaku. Inside and out. Oh, just a little volley. Oh, there he goes, still in play. Inside, put up. And interference with the net going to go in favor of Kirkwood. It's 9-8. Tritons have the lead, but no means is it comfortable. The largest lead Iowa Central has had tonight has been by 4. That was in the very first set. And within those first 20 points between the two, the Tritons really looked a whole lot better. It was just that Kirkwood that edged away after the first set, dominated in set number 2. That's what has brought us to a 2-0 lead in terms of sets for Kirkwood. As they tied back up, here's a serve from Howard. Howard is short. Howard's serve actually almost went under the net. 10-9. 10-9. Here comes Hagedorn now. Hagedorn led the team in aces against Southeastern in their home conference opener. She finished with 5 on that night. Outside. Ooh, Hagedorn volley just too far. That almost went into the training staff facility, actually. It's 10-10. 10-10. And now Kirkwood will have Van Severen check back in. We haven't seen her yet in this third set. Multiple digs tonight has been the trademark for her. Down low, good setup there from Mercedes Madlock. Put it over to Bill Heimer to throw down and get the kill. Makes 11-10. Tritons have had the majority lead so far in this one tonight. 11-10. And McLean will set back up to serve. Back central, near inside. Gonna stay central of the floor. Tritons with a nice save. Back inside, off the off the elbow of the 5. Ava Morris, who I thought she celebrated for a second, so that's why I got choked up before announcing the point awarded to Iowa Central. I don't know why she thought she might have had that, but Tritons do take the lead. They're at 12-10 now. Kirkwood is staying very central in this set and going to go back to Iowa. Oh, no, a reverse. And it will go to Kirkwood. Makes it 12-11. Correction on the floor. It's 12-11. Kirkwood back with 16. Addie Grimm. Comes that volley, central. Oh, wow, look at that dig. Actually knocked 2 Kirkwood Eagles down. 11's been rattled all over the place from this last play. Oh, no, off the chest. Actually went off the net and then off the chest of Madlock. Like I said, Madlock seems to just keep getting hit tonight with the volleyball. 12-12. 12-12, and Addie Grimm will be staying in the deck to serve. Oh. Once again, I'd like to thank our sponsors of the broadcast, to the folks out at CJ Bio, Rash Construction, Mark's Auto Mart, CNOS, and Availabank. Thank you for sponsoring the broadcast all season long. and supporting the Iowa Central Tritons, and all who are tuning in, friends, family members, coaches from all across the nation, as well as some scouts as well that want to see these athletes perform. We appreciate you sponsoring the broadcast for us all season long. Here's a volley that goes in favor of Iowa Central, 13-12. 13-12. And Tritons will have Herachita step to the deck. Haven't seen a Herachita serve in a little bit. See how many steps she uses here. 2-3. 2-3 and denied at the net. That is serving error number 4 this set. 4 points. Tritons have given up on serves. That's something that I think most of us would expect Iowa Central to hit hard in practice before they take a trip to Illinois this weekend. For the fans that are going to stay around in town, support the Iowa Central Tritons. They're taking on Hutchinson, who were runner-ups last year in Division I football in the NJCAA. Tritons taking them on for a noon kickoff. Also broadcasted here on youtube.com/TritonNation. I'll be on call for that matchup. Going to be a great one. Back to volleyball. Kirkwood in a bad predicament here. Just a soft-handed serve to return. Oh, poked the bear over. Here's Central spike. Did it go over the net? Oh, they're calling a double hit against Iowa Central. Oh, I thought the hand went over the net. No. 14-13, and Kirkwood has their first lead since the very beginning of this set. 14-13. A lot of air on that last serve. Nice. Sturgis. Sturgis put it in a spot where no Eagle was, and that'll tie it up at 14. And the Tritons will have Kyaku go back to serve. Kyaku goes back to serve. Tritons in the white, Kirkwood in the very dark blue. 14-14. Here comes No-No's serve. She'll take 4-5 steps and lean into it for a power serve. Back up. Oh, volley. Oh my gosh, look at that. Just a floater over. Madlock made it look really practical, but next thing you know, had to deal with Michaela Howard, and yeah, that was too much for the Triton 7. Another score for her and the Kirkwood Eagles. It's 15-14. Kirkwood is 10 away from getting the dub in Fort Dodge. 15-14. Back in the middle of the floor. Calling out their spots. Here we go. Oh, yeah. That falls short. You know, that was a tough placement. No one to really blame on that last one. Just a tough placement there. Hagedorn. You know, tough. I think what I saw there with Hagedorn messed up her footing, it looked like, got out of her comfort zone, and that's what led to that. Whoa! Whoa! There's Olivia Sturgis with another bomb. Give her another kill on the stat sheet. It's 16-15. 16-15. 16-15. Here comes the 29, Matea Cunningham. Tritons return to their pyramid formation on the set. Howard returns. Volley up. Sent down by Jolly. Did it go out of bounds? It did. Well, it did. It went out of bounds for sure, but who it last touched was what my question was, and it was last touched by Kirkwood. Tritons get the score at 16-16. Here goes Cunningham. Setting up Howard again. Howard on a poor spot. There's Herachita with the save. Back on over. And Howard gets it past Jolly. Ball takes a bad bounce off of the fingertips of Jolly, and it's going to land in front of Hagedorn. That gives Kirkwood the lead back and the serve. 17-16. We've been back and forth in this third set. Reminds me a whole lot of that very first set. 17-16. Most recent matchups for the Iowa Central Tritons. Bismarck College, they swept 3-0. Illinois Central College 3-1. Central Community College Columbus 3-1. Neosho County Community College 3-1. Southeastern Community College, that was the last time I was with you for the play-by-play duty. That was a sweep, 3-0. William Penn JV 3-0. And then another win for a match. Tritons have been on a 7-match win streak. In contention to lose it tonight. That makes it 18-16. And Tritons will now spread on this formation. They'll go heavy on the near side. The setup to Jolly. Jolly with the throw over. That was close. 18-17. It looked like she almost got a full palm on the volleyball, which would have been called for violation going back to Kirkwood, but just got away from her. You want to make sure to keep that palm flat. That could get you called. 18-17. 18-17. Here comes Mercedes Madlock with the serve, and serving error number 5 in this third set. 5 in favor of Kirkwood. If we took that out of the equation, it'd be 17-12 with 5 points up in the air. They'll go Central. Double-handed return. Back Central, running into each other. Got to call it out. Yeah, Kirkwood's letting Iowa Central run into each other in the middle part of the floor. Got to communicate. Here's the front 3. Denied. Right at the net by the 10, Sophie Gaffney. And I believe that's the first time I've called her name tonight. She was in the starting lineup. Didn't get a caller much in the first. Didn't call her in the second at all. And now she gets the 20 score right here in set number 3. It's 20-17. Kirkwood could sweep Iowa Central. You'll find out after we return with more volleyball right after this on Triton Nation.
We're CJ Bio. In 2012, we opened the only biomanufacturing plant in North America right here in Fort Dodge. Now employing over 200 people in the local area, we've had amazing success in lysine production as an environmentally friendly animal feed. And just as important as our business has been the warm welcome of the Fort Dodge community. We here at CJ Bio want to thank the people in the city of Fort Dodge for giving us the best of all things, a wonderful home. CJ Bio, amazing people, amazing community.
CNOS is proud to be your orthopedic and sports medicine providers.
You can visit our clinic knowing you will receive the best orthopedic care in the area.
Located at Unity Point, we offer quality care to address any bone or joint problems.
We are committed to providing the best possible care to the communities we serve.
CNOS, proud sponsors of the Iowa Central Tritons.
Go Tritons!
Iowa Central fans, volleyball fans, Kirkwood fans, we're back on Triton Nation's YouTube channel. Hank Ambrose with you on call for the Big Blue Delta rivalry between the Kirkwood Eagles and the Iowa Central Tritons. It's been the Tritons that have been below water tonight. Haven't been able to take a set, and now we are looking at a 21-17 advantage for Kirkwood. And not just that, but they're also up 2-0. Serving right now with Michaela Howard. They could sweep the Iowa Central Tritons. The Tritons have been swept one time before on the season. But before a big road trip, weekend tournament to Illinois, this is not how you want to go out, especially in a huge rivalry matchup like this. The best part about it, though, is we're still early in the season. This is just match number 10. Match number 11 for Kirkwood on the season. For Iowa Central, it's match number 12. Coach Horn just took a timeout. Let's just keep it right here. Love to thank our sponsors of the broadcast again, CJ Bio, Rash Construction, Mark's Auto Mart, CNOS, as well as Avela Bank. for sponsoring the broadcast, not just tonight, but all season long for all of our broadcast coverage. I'll be with you for all conference matchups, all home conference matchups for the Iowa Central Tritons, as well as all home games for the Iowa Central football team. Tritons taking on Hutchinson in another top 10 matchup. Hutchinson beat Ellsworth 82-0 last week. The Iowa Central Tritons coming off of a victory from this past Saturday as well. And Hutchinson, they were the runner-ups, played in the national championship, as they do quite often. Didn't see him in the national championship in 21, did see him in 2020. So out of the past 3 years, they've made it twice. Very, very competitive NJCAA football team. Back to the action here. It's 22-18. Tritons awarded with the score. Not out of it. Like I said, you know, just like me, there's no time limit on volleyball. It's just the first of 3 sets from 25 per set. Here's the serve over from the 17. Olivia Benson set up on the near side. Whoa! Off the roof. Off the ceiling, I should say. Ricocheted down hard, and no Triton was there for the return, so that makes it 23-18. 23-18. Here's Lily Van Severen. Van Severen really shined in set number 1 and 2. She's been sat for the majority of set number 3. Opportunity to put the Tritons away here, and Tritons do get the score there, so it won't be Van Severen with the final serve. Here comes 23-19, Tritons down 4, and now they get the serve. To serve will be the libero, Maya McLean. Also on the floor for the Tritons, Mercedes Madlock with Nono Kiaku. Olivia Sturgis is on the floor with Emma Billheimer. And rounding out the 17, Olivia Benson. Here we go, Triton Nation, get loud. McLean's serve over. Sent back down. And there goes Kirkwood. They're at match point. 24-19. And they will send 2 back. To serve will be the 16. Addie Grimm. Addie Grimm. Here we go, match point. Over on over. Set up. Here we go. No, denied. And no Triton is there in the Big Blue Delta rivalry for the first match of the season between these two. Kirkwood sweep Iowa Central on their home floor at Hodges Field House in Iowa Central. That'll put a cap on the matchup tonight as well as the broadcast. Before I go, I'd like to thank the video crew for helping me out tonight with the broadcast coverage, as well as everyone involved in the match tonight. Till next time, Iowa Central, I'm Hank Ambrose, a part of you for your athletic coverage on Triton Nation.